All right, so there are a number of things that we're going to do in this video. One of the first things, or the first thing that we're going to do is converting videos from one file format to another. And we're going to convert a file format of MKV to MP4. So that is the first task that we're going to do. And then the second task is we want to convert a horizontal video or a landscape video to be used for YouTube Shorts or TikTok videos. So the output of that is going to be a vertical video that can be used with TikTok or YouTube. After we've done that, we're going to have a number of images and the audio files associated to those images. And we're going to merge these together into videos like these ones. So these are separate small videos with audios attached to them. After we've done that, we're going to take it a step further and use the same images and audios, merge them together so they are separate videos with their images attached to them, but then these videos are going to have some bit of animation. So we may have something that looks like this. Instead of just having a still picture, it will be the same picture, added a can band to it, so it is more lively. After we've done that, we're going to now go to the final step of merging these videos. So we're going to merge the videos into one video that is animated and it has the full story. So I'm going to play this video for you to understand what the final output is going to look like.
A medical student walks into a bar with his friends, but he never walks out. This isn't a joke. It's one of the most disturbing glitch in the Matrix mysteries in history. April 2006, Columbus, Ohio. Brian Schaffer was a 27-year-old med student celebrating the start of spring break.
So now that you have an idea of what we are going to do, let's get started. You need to open your PowerShell. And then we're going to check whether we have FFmpeg installed or not. So to do that, learn this command. So to check whether FFmpeg is installed or not, you learn FFmpeg minus version. And if I learn this, if FFmpeg is installed, then you see something like this. It will give you the FFmpeg version that was installed. So since we have FFmpeg installed, then we can go to our next step. Our first task is to convert a video from one file format to another. In this case, we want to convert from a .mkv file to a .mp4. And this is the command that we're going to use. So it's FFmpeg -i example.mp4.mkv, and then we have the output, which is example.mp4. Since no other flags were specified, FFmpeg looks at the .mkv extension and makes an educated guess about which compression formats or codecs to use in order to make the file compatible with MP4 standard. If I run this, you see that a new file has been created, and this one is example.mp4. The next task for us is to resize. In this case, we want to resize a video which is in landscape format or mode, and then resize it to a vertical video that can be used for YouTube Shorts or TikTok videos. Now I've moved into this folder structure, and the command that we want to learn is the following. So FFmpeg, we have the -i as always, and then we also have the output file here, which is output vertical.mp4. But then we've added another flag, which is the VF. The VF stands for video filter graph. So in this case, what we want to do is to scale the video to 1080 by 1920, which is a vertical video. But for this to work and for the video to appear not stretched, we are using the force original aspect ratio. and we have set it to increase. By setting it to increase, we are telling FFmpeg to scale the video until the entire 1080 by 1920 area is covered, even if the sides of the original video hang off the edges. And then the final thing that we're doing is we've added a crop. Because the previous step made the video spill over the 1080 by 1920 boundary, we need to trim it. So by using scale and crop together, we maintain the correct proportions. So it looks exactly like you just zoomed in on the center of your landscape footage. So let's see what the result may look like. Now you can see that we have a vertical video that can be used for YouTube Shorts or TikTok videos. So now our next step is to attach an audio to an image to form a video. So we are also going to go inside here, and right here you can see that we have an image and an audio, an image and an audio associated with it, an image and audio associated with it. If we play one of these audios, you just see that it's a short audio that we want to merge together with the image, and at a later point bring all these videos together to form one video. So in this case, we're going to run this command. So what this command does is we've added a minus loop here, and this tells FFmpeg to loop the image until the audio ends. So for the lifespan of the audio, so it's going to loop the image across that. And then we have two inputs here. We have -i, the one.jpg, and -i, one.mp3. So what is going to happen here is FFmpeg is going to take the audio and overlay it on top of the image to form a video. And here we have the minus shortest, which tells FFmpeg to end the video exactly as the audio ends. Lastly, we have this flag that is used for compatibility issues. We want to make this video compatible with many video players or to work across devices. So if I run this command, here it's asking me if I have to overlay it, and I'm going to say yes because I already have this video and I'm doing it again now. So here you can see we have a new video, and this video is a short video
A medical
just
student walks into
combining
a bar with his friend.
the first image and the first mp3. So now we've seen how we can merge one image with one audio, but most of our tasks will be complicated. We will need to merge maybe multiple images and multiple audios. So to do that, you need a back process. This is what I'm going to do next. So I'm going to learn this command and explain it later on. If you pay attention to this, you see that there are videos being created inside here. And if I go inside it, you see that the videos have been created. We have video 1, video 2, video 3. That means it combines, video 1 combines image 1 and audio number 1. Later on, we are going to merge all these videos into one audio. So our next task is for us to add a bit of animations to our videos. At the moment, if I go inside here and I select just one video, you see that it is a static video and it has an audio in the background. But then this is not what we exactly want. We want to add some life to the images. So that is the next step. So for you to do that, or for me to do that, what I'm doing here is now going inside the animations directory. Here I'm also right there. I am going to learn the following command. But before I do that, let me explain what the previous command that we executed did. So you remember I said we're going to execute a command that is going to loop through the videos and then merge each video to an audio and give us a merged video inside here. So this is the command that is running. we have a for each inside PowerShell, which is a standard PowerShell for each command. And this is going to be specific to PowerShell. If you're learning CMD, this will not work. But also if you're learning, for example, another operating system, or you're using a Mac, this will also not work. You just need to find an alternative command to be used in MacBook. But this is specific for Windows. So in this case, we are learning a for each, but the command remains the same. So we are using the same command here. If you remember that previous command, all we've changed is this variable. So instead of adding a hard-coded 1 or 2 or name of this, we're just using this as dynamically as possible. So the first time it executes is 1, the second time it's 2, and so on and so forth. So now we can go to how we can animate this process, and we're going to use the same command but just add in a few effects. So we're now going inside the animation, and we're going to execute this command. So after it has executed, just pay attention to this directory. But once it has executed, we are going to see videos inside here. And if you remember, the videos I showed you last time did not have any life to the images. But if I click this video, you see that it sort of has life. And we are using the Ken-Burn effect for this one. It zooms in the image, sort of giving it life. Right. So we've done this. The final activity, before we go to the final activity, then let's look at the command itself. All right. So if we are to look at the command again, you see that the command stays the same here. What has changed is here inside the VF. We've added a scale. What we're saying is you should scale the image vertically to 2160 pixels before animate. So the -1 tells FFmpeg to automatically calculate the height to keep the aspect ratio perfect. Why do we do this? If you try to zoom into a small image, it becomes pixelated. By starting with a high resolution canvas, the zoom stays crisp and professional. Inside the zoom pan filter, we explicitly set the output size and the frame rate. This ensures that even though our input was 2160 pixels, our final output is a standard 1080 by 1920 vertical shot at a smooth 25 frames per second. We've also added an AF flag, and inside it we have the AAP, or the APAD, the APAD, which stands for audio pad. If your audio is very short, this adds silence to the end. It's a safety net to ensure the video has at least a moment of breathing room before it loops or ends. And now this is what gives us an output like this. You can see we now have a smooth video that has life to the image. The next step for us is to bring all the videos together into one video. So to do that, we're going to go inside the Merge Animated Videos. And here, there is one thing that you need to know. We have all these small videos that we want to merge. To make this easy, what you have to do is to create a txt file that has all your videos inside it. So you can see here the format is file and then the video, file and then the next video. And here the arrangement is very important because it's going to start with the first video, the second video, the third video, so on and so forth. And now the final command that we're going to learn is a command that concatenates all the videos. So here we have FFmpeg -f concat -f 0, and then the input, which is the video.txt, and then we have the -c we have this, and then the last thing we have here is the final video.mp4, which is going to be the final output. So the -f concat tells FFmpeg to use the concatenate demixer, which leads the list of files provided in your text file. The -f0 is a security override. So by default, FFmpeg will not accept absolute file paths or weird characters in the text file. This flag tells it to trust your video.txt completely. And then this part tells FFmpeg that instead of copying the low data, it should encode the video using H.264 codec. So if we execute this command, you see that we have now a final video.
A medical student walks into a bar with his friends, but he never walks out. This isn't a joke. It's one of the most disturbing glitch in the matrix mysteries in history.
FFmpeg is more than just a converter. It is a complete video engine that allows you to automate the tedious parts of content creation. There is more to FFmpeg and things that I cannot cover in this video. But I'll be covering more on FFmpeg as well as automation. In another video, we'll talk about how you can now automate this process using NA10 to come up with an automated workflow that can run on autopilot. If this sounds interesting and something that is very useful to you, then feel free to subscribe to the channel. Thank you and see you in another video.